Good morning, brothers and sisters. Hope you're doing well. So, for today's topic that I will be speaking about will be: do you need to take any specific action so that God moves in your favor and bring you to your God-ordained spouse, or your God-ordained spouse will be brought to you, especially if you take any specific action? Well, this really depends on your situation, as in, it really depends on the path that God has crafted for you, the love story that God has specifically crafted for you. So, in this case, you really have to consult God first on whether do you need to take any step first, any action first, before He presents to you your God-ordained spouse. So what is the thing that you would need to ask God? Like, for instance, if you have been someone who has been single for a very, very long time, definitely there will always be offers where people, especially people close to you, will be presenting you with their friends whom they think will be a suitable partner for you. So they will be suggesting to arrange for blind dates. That's one. And the other one will be, perhaps you yourself are now interested to try a dating app so that you can just place your profile in the dating app, and then while browsing through suitable matches, perhaps you're open to meeting someone who also aligns with your own values and you feel that you're also equally yoked based on seeing their profile. That's one. Another way will be to really leave it to God and then let Him find you a suitable mate. But how would you know what is the action that God would like you to take? Whether to agree to go on blind dates, or to sign up for a dating app, or to simply leave everything in His hands and have a faithful, peaceful heart while you're in the waiting season. So for this, you really have to consult God. And for me, what I did was I literally wrote on slips of paper to draw lots in front of God. So on one slip of paper, I wrote, "Go for a blind date arranged by my friends and family." On the second slip, I wrote, "Sign up for a dating app." I didn't even specify the name of any dating app. I just simply wrote, "Sign up for a dating app." On the third slip, I just wrote, "Just wait on God. Let God present to me the man that He has prepared for me." And having these three slips of paper in my hand, I rolled them into, I just made tiny rolls for each of the slips of paper. And then I was deep in prayer and asked God to really guide me on the next step of action that I need to take. So this is what I did. I was deep in prayer. Then after that, I just placed the lots in front of Him in the altar and closed my eyes and prayed to Him, telling Him that He should move in me and guide me to take the slip of paper in which He is advising me on what I should do next in my life. So guess what I did? I did that, and the slip that I took was yes. It just so happened that my fingers picked up the slip of paper that said, "Just wait on God and let God present to you your God-ordained husband." Now for you, your journey might be very different. You might either pick up a slip of paper that may say, "Go on a blind date," or number two, you might pick up a slip that says, "Join a dating app." Now the thing that you must realize is that just because you pick up the slip that says "Go on a blind date," or or it says, sign on with a dating app, you shouldn't presume that that means your God-ordained spouse is actually someone that you're going to meet through your blind date or through the dating app. Sometimes it just means that God actually wants you to have this experience to go through this experience of meeting people, maybe even very nice people, so that he can really spruce up your discernment and teaches you how to guard your heart and your mind and your body while you are learning to recognize what other traits that you would like to have in your godly spouse, so that when later he presents to you your God-ordained spouse, you will be able to instantly recognize them by their fruit. So depending on the slip of paper that you take, please don't immediately presume that that is the only way that you're going to meet your God-ordained spouse. And the reason why I'm telling you that is, if you were to presume that, then you're completely blocking yourself from meeting your God-ordained spouse in any other possible way. So do not do that. Just take it as, okay, this is the first step that God is telling me to take. So move in obedience. Do that. So if you were to take the slip that says go on a blind date, just go on a blind date with a person who is arranged by someone that you really trust, and you know that the person who arranged this only has your best interest in his or her heart. And then while you're in the date, don't have any pressure thinking, is this person the one? And don't put this unnecessary stress on yourself. Just go there, have a good time, and guard your heart so that you're having a good date with them, and at the same time you're also silently observing them and seeing the traits that you would like to have in your God-ordained spouse. And by actually going on a date like that will also alleviate your stress of actually finding the one that God has ordained for you. Now, does that mean that you will never meet your God-ordained spouse through a blind date? Of course not. What I'm trying to tell you is that completely take the pressure off on yourself if you are actually advised by God to go on a blind date. Just go there, have fun, have a good time, and also observe the traits that you would like to have in a godly spouse. And who knows, maybe one of your blind dates could end up as your God-ordained spouse. And remember, whenever you're going to take any step, even before you go on a date, go to God and consult Him first and tell Him to guide you and be right next to you while you are with this person on the date. Keep praying and tell Him to give you discernment to look out for the traits that a God-ordained spouse should have, and at the same time also tell God to tell you, to show you the warning signs, the red flags that this person could have where you shouldn't even see them for a second date or so forth. By actually consulting God every step of the way, He is going to save you from so much of heartache and pain and despair simply because you're consulting Him first before doing anything. And by consulting Him first, you surely will guard your heart, since you already know that you have consulted God, and because of that, anything that you do, you will actually be doing with a fresh pair of eyes instead of having unnecessary pressure to actually have a successful blind date or anything else with anyone. So that's one. Number two, for the next point, if you were to receive the slip that actually encourages you to sign up for a dating app, again, you can consult God and ask Him which dating app that you should sign up for, which dating app that He would recommend. And after you say this prayer, you can tell Him, please keep showing me a dating app that you are recommending me to sign up. And if I keep seeing a certain dating app on my phone or wherever that I go, and if that gives you peace, then you sign up for the dating app. Same thing, even before you begin, you write your profile, just seek God and ask Him, please God, speak through me and tell me what are the words that I'm supposed to write in this profile. Same thing for your photographs as well. Seek God and ask Him if these photographs are okay and that you should put them in your profile. For sure, definitely He will be speaking through you. Like for instance, number one, if He gives you an unsettling feeling, definitely you shouldn't post that photo in your profile. But if you're only receiving peace, if you're only feeling peace or while you're creating your profile, you keep seeing maybe information or news about other people's weddings or another person's story where they met their God ordained spouse or something like that, something positive, then that is definitely a good sign for you to just, submit your profile with the pictures. Same thing. Every single time that you meet someone through their profile and you see that their values align with yours and you find them attractive, kind, and they possess all the traits that you desire in your godly spouse, even before reaching out to them, seek God first. Seek God first doesn't mean that you just ask in your heart, okay, God, what do you think? Should I just contact this person or just show them that I have viewed their profile? Should I send them a wink? And then just like 5 or 10 minutes later, you just do that and then move on to the next profile. No, don't do that. See a few profiles that you feel that this person has good qualities and that this is someone that you're actually interested to at least meet for a first date. If you have at least 3 profiles in hand, why am I saying 3 profiles? Just so that you don't just fixate on one person and start obsessing over them. When you were to do that, then you're no longer guarding your heart. You're already building an expectation for yourself, an expectation that this person could be the one. So to avoid that, just browse through the profiles and then you find a handful of people that you think that could be a good match to you. Okay? Then if you have a prayer journal, write down their names in your journal and then ask God to tell you whether you should even contact them and let them know that you're interested to actually meet them for coffee. Even if you are a female, okay, just write these names and then also tell God that if any of these people are not good for you and they are complete red flags and they have no business to be in your life, please ask God to completely shut them down. Tell God to show you their hearts even before you approach them. Even before you speak with them, even before they know that you exist, write their names in your prayer journal and tell God to show you their hearts. Do not approach them yet. Write this in your prayer journal first, because by doing this, it's an act of obedience where you are completely believing in God and you're not taking any steps or action first to approach them. And when you do that, sooner or later, just within that week, God will speak to you in the way that He does, maybe through revelation of dreams, where He would actually show you a certain individual not behaving in the right way, or He is showing you that the person is being very sexual. Then definitely He's showing you that the person has a very strong spirit of lust in them and that they would probably not honor you or your body. And at the same time, if there's anyone that God is showing you who actually has a good heart, and probably in that dream you're showing them having a good conversation with somebody else, or maybe playing with children or so forth, where the dream is actually appearing very innocent and the whole dream takes place actually in daylight, then it's actually quite a positive sign. But don't just take one dream as a confirmation from God. Really seek His counsel. If needed, wait for a week or even 2 weeks, just so that you can really be sure that you're hearing from God and He's giving you confirmation on who you should speak with next. So once you receive this confirmation from God, then yes, you can start speaking with them. Remember, God is not telling you that this person is the spouse that He has ordained for you. Instead, He is saying, yes, this is a godly person that I would encourage you to speak with. Remember, man has permissive free will. If you meet somebody online and that person seems like a very good fit for you and everything seems to be going smoothly with this person, even if that is not your God-ordained spouse, if he is a good fit for you and you're actually having a good relationship with that person, a good friendship with that person, God is not going to move in and remove that person from your life just because he is not your God-ordained spouse. But if, even when you're speaking with that person, you are seeking God's counsel and asking, God, everything seems to be fine with this person. They are very kind, they are very nice, they are good looking, and they have a good career, and they have good values, and they seem to respect me a lot. Everything is going well. So is this my God-ordained spouse, or do you have somebody else for me and this is not the person for me? If this person is not for me, God, then please shut them down. I only want the person that you have ordained for me. If you were to make a prayer like this, then provided that you do not have a physical relationship with this person, where you did not have any physical acts of intimacy with them, you are strictly only on a friendship basis with this person, then God will actually reveal to you if this person is really your ordained spouse or it's actually another person. And if this person actually does not have good intentions for you, or if you were to marry this person later on, if you're only going to suffer with this person, then God will move in your favor and shut this person down. He will shut down the connection by, number one, this person that you're speaking with might suddenly just ghost you, or number two, you will start receiving information about this person that maybe they have relationships with multiple women, or you might accidentally come across his ex and really find out the kind of ways that she had suffered while she was in a relationship with him. Or you will even get to see that the people that he hang around with on a daily basis are actually not godly people at all, and people who are living in the flesh, and most probably he is actually doing the same, but that he is only presenting a very good image of himself to you because that is the image that you would like to see and desire when you're looking for a life partner. So yes, looks can be very deceiving, and especially if you meet a person just for a few dates, they can still show you only the parts of themselves which they have polished and made sure that it's nice enough to charm you and sweep you off your feet. So that's the reason why, even if God has shown you positive dreams about certain people and encourages you to just meet with them, still guard your heart and keep seeking God, asking him whether this person is actually the person that God has for you. And if you're only practicing courtship with that person where you do not engage in any physical acts of intimacy, which will actually lead to a soul tie, if you do not do anything like that, if you're only in a strict courtship, sooner or later God will reveal to you the heart of the person that you had been courting, and he would also reveal to you if that person is suitable for you to be your husband or wife, or God would just go ahead and shut down that connection, especially if that person is not right for you in every single way. And after this connection has been shut down, very soon God would present to you your God-ordained spouse. Now, if you were to have this kind of experience, what does this really mean actually? That means you had a counterfeit experience. So usually when God has prepared a spouse especially for you, when he is writing your love story, just before the time where your God-ordained spouse is supposed to appear in your life, as a final test, the counterfeit will appear. Now, for some people, they believe that the counterfeit is actually not given by God, but is actually given by the opposite of God, just to derail you from your path to meet your God-ordained spouse. In certain cases, that could be true, but in some cases, it is also the final test, just to see whether you have really aligned to God's will before he gives you the partner that he has ordained specially for you. Now, the counterfeit may have many of the traits that you desire in your godly spouse. Perhaps he or she will check off all the boxes in the list that you have for your godly spouse. But however, when you're with them, you will have a feeling of unease, or the spirit of lust in that person could be so strong and overwhelming that at times you just feel that you just cannot maintain courtship with that person, avoiding all acts of physical intimacy. That is a huge red flag if that person does not respect your boundaries and your beliefs that you would like to have a godly courtship with that person. And sometimes the counterfeit could also be a parasite who actually does not have any of the values that you have and is basically just mimicking a perfect person just to get you first, just to marry you first, and then they will reveal their true colors. Number one, maybe they are just after you because you're earning a lot of money through your career. Or number 2, they have already assessed your family and know that you are someone well-to-do and that they can just leech off you. Or number 3, this person just wants to get access to your body and they know that the only way they can do it is by marrying you, which they will not hesitate to do it because they do not respect that marriage is actually a covenant done by God, and instead they just find it a piece of paper. And just to get access to you, there are some people out there, demented, deviant people out there who would go to the extent of marriage just to get access to your body. So ladies, especially those living in Asia, be very, very careful when you're dealing with someone from the opposite sex who actually proposes marriage at a very early stage in your courtship. Actually, I shouldn't say Asia. Anyone, any lady who's living anywhere. Just because someone ticks all the boxes that you have in your checklist for your godly spouse, and during the early stages of courtship, if this man were to just present marriage to you or even propose to you with a ring, please do not fall for it. Every single time when you're meeting that person for a date during your courtship phase, still seek God and pray to Him if this is your godly husband, if this is a person that God has actually prepared for you specially. Please tell Him, please tell God to show you this man's heart. And also tell God, if this is the person that you have ordained for me, please bring us closer. And He must actually bring me closer to God. That is the request that you have to make with God. And also tell God, if this person is not the person that you have ordained for him, please shut him down, God. Shut him down completely from my life. When you give God this permission to do this, and if this person that you're speaking with is no good and is actually even about to propose to you, you really don't have to worry. If this person is not for you, God will actually shut down this person and remove from your life completely before you make the fatal mistake of marrying this wrong person. So now you might be asking this. If you already had dealt with a terrible person before, you had married them, had children with them, and spent many years with them or even decades with them, and finally the divorce has happened, it has been finalized, and now you're alone. And you're praying and seeking God's counsel on whether you should even get married in future. Well, what I would tell you is this. God actually moves through our life like a GPS. When you are praying to God, surrendering your love life to God, seeking His counsel, pleading with Him to guide you for the rest of your life, and you're also telling Him to choose your life partner for your life, God will accept your request because you're surrendering your desires of your heart to Him. So don't think that just because you married the wrong person and spent a majority of your life just being miserable being with that person, that doesn't mean that you had chased away or rather blocked yourself from meeting the spouse that God had ordained for you. God is like GPS. You know, whenever you're driving and then you make a wrong turn, what would happen? The GPS would actually reroute for you the map and then tell you how you can drive and get to your destination. The same destination that you had planned earlier. You might reach your destination a bit later, but you will reach your destination. The same thing goes for God. If you have met a counterfeit, or earlier in your spiritual life, you were not that dedicated to God, you did not really seek His counsel, you just followed your heart, and you ended up breaking your heart many times because you kept surrounding yourself with the wrong people, and you realized that now many of your years had been actually spent in vain, wasting time on the wrong people. As long as you come to God and surrender your heart's desires and tell Him to pick a spouse for you, a spouse especially for you, by writing your love story, God will do that for you. Whatever bad experiences you had with your past boyfriends, past girlfriends, your ex-spouses, God will make a way for you. He will write your very own love story beyond your wildest imagination. He will do it for you. as long as you surrender your will to Him and give Him the pen so that He can begin to write your love story. Ever since you surrendered your will to Him and asked Him, when you asked Him to bring your ordained spouse to your life, He has already started writing. You might feel that there is nothing really moving in your present life, but actually God is working behind the scenes in your favor as well as your godly spouse's favor. So things are moving. You are being pruned about making changes in certain aspects of your life. Maybe it is health, maybe it is finances, maybe He's telling you to be more mindful of your finances, and maybe He's also giving you solutions where you can easily overcome your debts and then start having savings for your future. Maybe He's giving you patience where previously you would just lose your temper over every single little thing. Now you realize that you're more calm and collected and nothing really rattles you as much as before. So all these are tiny changes that God is making in you because He is bringing you and your God-ordained spouse together. So no matter how many wrong turns that you took in your life by meeting the wrong people, spending your time with them, spending your youth with them, don't ever think that your life has been wasted and that there is no more chance for you, opportunity for you to experience real true love through God. You will experience true love through God. So God is like the ultimate GPS. He will actually, no matter how many wrong turns you took, no matter how many counterfeits that you dealt with, He will actually make all those bad experiences as lessons for you so that you remember now what are the traits to look out for when you meet your godly spouse. And when He presents your spouse to you, you will realize that you have actually reached the correct destination. The actual person that you really wanted in your life, God has actually presented them to you. And by speaking with them and getting to know their life experiences, you'll come to find out that God has the perfect timing for everything. Remember, there's a saying, do not awaken love before its time. That is so true. Maybe God has actually brought both of you together at a later time in your lives simply because your mind and your heart was not in the right place earlier. If He had presented both of you to meet each other in an earlier time, most probably both of you would not have recognized and seen the value in each other. And probably even if there was initial attraction between the both of you, due to your unresolved past traumas and other issues that you were currently facing, you would probably not have lasted together as a couple. So when God is actually writing your love story, He is also healing your past unresolved traumas, as well as He is pruning your heart and also patience. He's giving you patience and also grace so that you can receive other people with grace and see your own God-ordained spouse with grace. And remember, when God is doing healing in you, He's also giving you His very own child who is going to be with you and have grace for you for your faults. And also at the same time, He is instilling in you abilities where you're able to heal each other. God can heal all parts, all aspects of your life. But when He is writing your love story, there are certain parts of you that can only be healed by your God-ordained spouse. And He will do exactly that. And only you can heal certain aspects of your God-ordained spouse by being with them. You are the missing piece in their life, and they are the missing piece in your life. And when you surrender your love life to God, God will make sure that both of you meet at the right appointed time so that you can heal each other and live well and also carry out the purpose that God has put in your heart as well as His heart. Remember, your God-ordained spouse will actually help you and assist you with fulfilling your purpose, and you also will be assisting your God-ordained spouse to fulfill his or her purpose. I hope by sharing these points in this video, you realize that you're never too late to meet your God-ordained spouse. God is writing your love story. You do not need to worry about being too late. You will meet the person that God has ordained for you at the absolute right time in your life. And then you will realize that that is actually the most perfect time that you can ever meet your God ordained spouse. So if this video has helped you, please share this with another person who is also in the waiting season. Do remember to subscribe and like and share this video. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And God loves you even more. கடவுள் உங்களை ஆசீர்வதிப்பார்.